somebody that might be a little bit frowned upon in this situation, only because I think he's got kind of a, people don't really think he's very good, and I think you're crazy. I took Davis Mills. Look, he was a third round pick. He had battled knee injury, and once again, I go back to that word adversity. You know, he had, I believe, 2 torn ACLs before he even got into the NFL. He comes in to a Texans franchise that's in an absolutely terrible state. He's asked to start, I believe it was the second game in the NFL. And it was one of those things, man, where he truly did thrive. I mean, the wins aren't there, but that's not on him. That defense is atrocious, and he doesn't have a ton of help. He was honestly able to do a lot with a little. You look at his stats, he set the franchise rookie record for passing yards for the Texans, and his career stats are 33 touchdowns, 25 picks. But with that supporting cast, I hold that pretty darn high. So Davis Mills gets my second pick.
Well said. That's a great take. I mean, look, he's playing for the Texans, right? He's also gone through 2 coaches, a lot of changes, a lot of adversity there as well.
Absolutely. I mean, if I had to honestly sit here and tell you who I believe the worst ran franchise is, after the Commanders, it's easily the Texans. So yeah, I think he's overcome a lot of adversity for Mills.
Okay, my second quarterback. This is my all-time favorite quarterback of last season. All right, I talk about him a lot. Taylor Heinicke. All right, undrafted in the 2015 draft. Played for the Vikings as a free agent for a bit. Was out of the league for a couple of years. Came back, got it going with my Carolina Panthers coach Ron Rivera, and where we've really seen him thrive on the national stage has been for the Washington football team / Commanders. All right, and he took Tom Brady and your Buccaneers to the brim. Fantastic playoff game as well, and he's just fun to watch. And ultimately, he's a team guy. So who wouldn't want this guy in the quarterback room?
And let's not kid ourselves here. He was one pass interference call, a very obvious pass interference call, again, that game against the Giants from, once again, probably being a playoff team this year, right? And so you look at it, he's been served a bad hand in having to go to these teams, bounce around the league, no stability, finally gets in with we just discussed this with the Texans where I said, I believe they're the worst ran franchise. I will double down on that. They are. There's not a lot of positive there outside of probably Riverboat Ron and Taylor Heinicke and his determination to lead that team, even though they are constantly slapping him in the face. So I love that, man. Undrafted. That's a great take.
Thank you. And honestly, let's just also forget, like, he came into a tough situation this past season and won 5 games, lost 2, tied 1. He did what he could do.
He did all that he could do.